1995 by 14 Filipino students as an opportunity to voice the many perspectives of silenced Filipinas and, by extension, all silenced women.
Our words celebrate the multiplicity and diversity of the Filipino culture and experience.
The Philippines is an archipelago made up of over 7,000 islands with over 70 different dialects.
Reflecting these diverse cultures, Archipelag-a is made up of the females of the Filipino Alliance at Brown University.
Each semester, the members of Archipelag-a collaboratively write, edit, and perform new scripts. Today, Archipelag-a is
Dayon
and Krizia Amar. I miss the smell of chicken adobo, garlic and onions sizzling in the frying pan.
My mother's hands conduct the instruments of our kitchen.
Chicken stewing in a medley of soy sauce and vinegar.
As the bubbling broth sends wisps of steam into the air, the ingredients harmonize to a symphony of the quintessential dish of our homeland. But there's no chicken adobo here. Me, born and raised in America, no matter how hard I try, my cooking smells nothing like my mother's.
The taste is even further away.
Too sour, like my cooking is upset that I even tried to be Filipino.
Too salty, like the tears from the struggles of my parents leaving their home.
A million miles away from everything they knew.
I struggle in trying to hold on to the pieces of a culture that they left behind.
What the hell am I? Physically, biologically, genetically, there is no question. And yet, something inside of me just doesn't seem to match up with what's on the outside.
I knew a girl in high school who was Filipina. She started speaking to me in Tagalog, but I couldn't understand.
Sorry, I don't know how to speak the language.
She laughed and said, "Well, you're not really Filipino then."
Wait, who's Lea Salonga?
They looked at me like I was an alien.
It turned out there were standards for being Filipino, and I didn't meet the criteria.
Growing up, I was never aware that being Filipino meant having to know all this stuff.
Having to be different to be the same.
Nobody ever told me about this list of rules and regulations.
You must be this Filipino to enter.
Am I not Filipino because I don't speak Filipino?
Why do I have to prove my Filipino-ness to you?
How can I be Filipino enough? I eat rice with every meal too.
For a while, I turned away from my Filipino heritage, replaced the taste of soy sauce and vinegar with pizza and hot dogs. Tried to strip away the identity that I wasn't allowed to claim for myself.
But a void was left. I tried to ignore it by indulging in my American side, eating cheeseburgers,
French fries,
barbecue,
apple pies,
under the fireworks of the 4th of July, waving the American flag as the parade marched by.
but nothing could replace the sweet, savory taste of chicken adobo.
Trying to be just American wasn't enough.
I couldn't replace one identity with another.
And still, I'm stuck wondering, what the hell am I? Stuck straddling the line between Filipino and American.
Sometimes I feel like I'm neither.
A spotted cow in a field of carabao.
A tilapia who thinks she's a goldfish.
Too American to be Filipino, too Filipino to be American.
Not Filipino enough, not American enough. Why can't I be both?
We don't have to choose.
Why should we have to?
I may be born and raised in America, but I will never forget the land where my parents come from.
Where I come from. My identity is a kaleidoscope of my Filipino roots and my American lifestyle.
I cannot erase the Filipino part of me any more than I could leave behind my American side.
I am both.
American and Filipino.
Filipino-American.
My two halves make me whole. There's
No chicken adobo here.
but slowly, surely, I'm learning how to balance the flavors.
Discovering my own recipe.
Coming up with who I am instead of pigeonholing myself to a finite list of options.
Finally, all the pieces are coming together.
Every value my parents instilled in me, every experience I've had as a Filipino growing up in America.
Combining, coalescing, becoming one identity.
My identity.
Finally, I feel anchored, not at all bound, not at all restricted.
Secure,
Satisfied,
confident.
Everyone around me has forged their own identity, but so have I.
I am more than just a limitation set by your definitions.
I am a child of two
A
worlds,
bridge across
a
oceans.
tilapia and a goldfish.
Values my parents
Child
instilled
of
to
two
me.
worlds, a
Every
bridge
experience I've ever
across
had,
oceans, a
combining
tilapia
and
and a
coalescing.
goldfish.
Every
Child
child
of
of my
two
parents
worlds, a
instilled
bridge
in me. Every
across
experience
oceans,
I've ever
a
had
tilapia
is
and
combining and coalescing, becoming one identity.
I know who I am.
But I still can't make chicken adobo.
You.
I love you, Archie.